because I was new in the United States and I wanted to impress, I said Bill Clinton, which was a lie. Okay, and they knew it was a lie, but they inferred from that is the opposite of Clinton, possibly Stalin or something like that. I don't know, you know. So they wrote that I had a dictatorship tendency in myself. That I'm very authoritarian, which is not true, basically. I'm not authoritarian at all, and so I think I mean, there is a dose of subjectivity, even in interpreting colors or stuff like that. You should be aware that for other people the same thing means different, has different value.
Right. Okay. Anybody has any comments or inputs on their experience with taking any kind of personality test, particularly Hartman, because I asked you guys to focus on this one.
Anyone else?
Yeah, it frequently feels like that you're trying to force your brain into having to choose one of the answers. Going back to what Professor Konstantinescu was saying, it's like because you are the person taking the test, you have to reason things that the test cannot possibly ask you. So you're already greater than the test. So how accurately can a test measure you if if your sphere of consciousness is beyond that which the test is able to test? Like, how accurate can it be? So now you have to ask what is it that the test is really testing? I'd like to know what the professor thinks of that. Like, what do you think the test really shows?
Okay.
It must show something because people are willing to do it and they are interested in the answer. But I don't think the answer is as clear cut as blue, red, white, and yellow.
Oh, no.
So
Yeah.
what is the purpose of taking the test?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, Eddie, can you give us your opinion? Okay, so whoever designed this test, why do you think he designed it for? So,
Can you repeat the question? I can't hear you very well. I'm laughing all the time.
can you repeat your
It's
question?
my connection, not yours.
Yeah. What is the purpose of taking the test if it's not really a measure of the person?
Did you understand that, Eddie? What is the purpose of taking the test if it's not really a measurement of the person who's taking it?
I'm not sure I understood the question very well. I'm afraid I will repeat myself. Basically, I think it's a test is of interaction of power, not of knowledge. And it requires you kind of separate from your deep ego. I don't want to sound too new age or too romantic in this respect, but I think there is a deeper layer of personality and a more superficial layer of personality. When you take the test, you already separate from your deeper ego and whatever that is, and so it's a kind of alienation already. So it's not your true self.
Right.
This is what I believe.
Yeah. So,
Basically, yeah.
so if that's the case, okay, if that's the case, if I assume that whoever designed those tests, all the researchers and all the people, they probably already know this. They have this in mind that most of the time people are alienating themselves from who they truly are when they take the test. So then, what is really the point, or what is really the purpose? And incidentally, I was reading one study, and then the study said, oh, we know that this is based mostly on how accurately people are answering those questions. So, when I took the test, I wasn't looking for any praise. I wasn't trying to get a promotion, or I wasn't looking for a new job or anything. So I was pretty honest in my choices, because I really wanted to, based on and I think it depends on whoever administers the test. We had a very good teacher in my OB class back in those days, and she was quite eloquent and very explicit and very detailed on the purpose of the test and how the test can help us if we are honest to ourselves and we are honest when we are taking the test, and we can really look, because the point of this test is to really show certain characteristics that could be either strengths or limits. Now, just because you are opinionated, it doesn't mean this is a weakness. It could be, right? And just because you are opinionated, it doesn't mean it's a strength. It could be, but not necessarily. So, any one of those characteristics, any one of those choices could be either a strength or a limitation, depending on how you use it. If you lie about it, it could be a limitation, because perhaps you're going to take the test, you're going to, somebody's going to see your results. They say, oh, this person is creative and inventive, and maybe you're not. You just put that because you just thought it looked good, and your manager or your human resource personnel may think more highly of you. Now, this can be a limitation if they expect you to be creative and independent or whatever other choices you make, right? But and they can also be limitations if you lied about it. Perhaps you are creative or you are inventive, but you chose something else because maybe you thought at the time, oh, I don't want to get more work than necessary, so I'm just going to lie about a few different things. So you can see how this can be a limit and a strength. If it's true, if it's really who you are, it can be a strength. Also, it can be a strength when you use it in the right way instead of not such an appropriate way. I don't know, maybe I talked too much, maybe I lost you there, so. But
No, listen, I'm very interested in what you said, but let me ask you a question. You said a good teacher, yeah? Correct?
Yes.
Yes. How many good teachers are there? I think I had an essay by Friedrich Nietzsche, Schopenhauer's educator. And Nietzsche says there are very few good teachers. A good teacher teaches you to be yourself. Sounds a little romantic, individualistic, but it's a matter of fact. So basically, I believe knowledge is power. Let me repeat. It's nothing new. Knowledge is power, but what kind of knowledge, what kind of power? So if I fill out a test, I suppose most of the teachers, most of the employees, most of the politicians want power over myself. They don't want to empower myself, to help me have a self-knowledge, and self-knowledge is power over yourself. But they want to have power over the students, over their teacher, over their subjects, employees, whatever, soldiers, whatever you call it. So, whenever I am filling out a test, I know that it's about power over myself, and so I am kind of have a reaction. I say, okay, these guys, probably they are very good experts. They are good psychologists. They know how to ask the questions. They know how to, and from my answers, they are going to learn something about me I'm not even aware. So it's not about myself knowing myself. It's about them knowing secrets about myself. I don't have access to. And so here's the problem. So I give some answers. I am trying to be sincere. It's for my good. But basically, they are going to know me. They are going to see me naked, okay? To know my buttons, to know my soft spots, to know how to manipulate me. And they talk about masses of people, and they know how large groups of people react, because when it's about an individual, it's hard to predict. When it's about many people, it's easier to predict. So this is why I am very skeptical. It's about myself. I don't recommend my attitude, but whenever I'm asked to fill out a test, I already kind of have a reaction, and I get blocked. And if I want to know myself, I'm going to study myself, but I'm not very happy to be an object of study, a guinea pig or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be sincere, and I think a lot of people are very anxious to give the right answer, not in the sense of revealing themselves, but rather hiding themselves. And so many tests take this into account, basically, that people are trying to cancel themselves, and so they are trying to trick people into revealing themselves. And this is another fact. But I mean, I'm not very idealistic, let me put it briefly.
Well, you know, Eddie, this is why I believe, as a teacher, I'm teaching OB for a few years already. I believe that, if anything, these kind of tests should be taught in a class where you can study them and, you don't feel pressure, where you don't think that you're going to be hired or fired or promoted or demoted based on your answers.
Yeah.
Where you can just be yourself, make the choices that you think most represent you as best as possible. And this is the way to do it. And perhaps when you will be tested in a company, if they ever give you a personality assessment, then you're going to be familiar. You will be in control. You're not going to have the kind of feeling that you just explained, that someone is going to exploit me based on the kind of choices that I will make. This is my opinion. And do you guys have any thoughts or anything you want to say? Because we're going to take a break and we're going to be back in 10 minutes. So, anybody has any comments?
I was thinking about one thing.
Yes.
That time we took the personal test in the OB class, you said we could take it once, then we could erase the answers we already done, and then we would take it again and see that kind of like a secondary personality.
Yeah, and choose more options.
Choose more options. Is that a reliable way of looking at your personality?
I think it is, because first of all, I think one of the weaknesses of the test is you're only supposed to choose one option. And then I changed it. I went back and I said, you know what, forget about the criteria for the test. Let's just choose more than one option for each number.
What you fit in.
I chose, for number one, to be honest, I chose all four, because I think I'm all four equally distributed. I don't think I'm any more opinionated than I am creative or inventive or outgoing. If I was to choose one, I would be lying about the other three.
Right.
Or I would be incorrect about the other three. So sometimes you have to improvise. Sometimes you have to actually go beyond of the rules and regulations of what is or isn't. Okay, what this is or isn't. So, okay, Eddie, hang on to your thoughts.
Yeah.
We're going to come back in 10 minutes. And we're going.
Okay, that's fine.
We have 2 more hours, so don't worry. We're gonna get to uncover and to cover and discover everything about this thing. So, okay, we'll call you back in 10 minutes, or call us back in 10 minutes. We'll be back in 10 minutes, okay? Okay, guys, let's take a quick break. I hope you can come up with, maybe a comment or two, because I want everybody to have an input on what we're talking about. Okay, so you don't have to talk too much. Just hopefully you can just have a little bit of input, or even ask a question. If you're curious about something, if there's something that you want to know, or if you want Eddie to comment on anything you may find interesting, or then please write it down, so whenever the time comes, you can.
没有啊。
很辣哎！
这我要买。
真的吗？你没有骗人？
一会儿不一定，get over it。
哎，韩国我要吃菜。
错哪个？
晚一点，真的 BB 算是。
solid.
他不吃，哎，我们好恶心哦！怎么天天咸咸辣辣的？不然don't eat that. Don't eat that. It's really spicy 一点。Oh man.
然后这个是用一个不同市场的东西。
李安娜老师，李安娜老师，李安娜。还有
你喜欢的吗？我统计我的比分，19，就要走3分之2。
我以为是那个意见还是什么，咬很大口，然后吃到，我说奇怪，怎么晕了？不是，他是冲在这里，还好吧？笑死我了！来一个，哦。
这个老师的这个再买的话，里面可能钱都在泰国买，我去泰国有买，而且买大包那个大包，整100、200、
你为什么买这样的？
哎，我不知道，因为它是
不易选吗？
对，加密，它就是一堆盒子，然后这样。
真的懂。No, thank you so much.
现在买太少，没有拉了。因为现在我们卖那个投币，我跟你可以去哦。你过去那个投币。投币，
最不要做的就是。
这个吗？鲜米的。
因为他们现在帮我拿一下。
有卫生纸。
我这稳当哦，知道哦。我也要。哦，这张面好有钱啊！
我才在做，对。我不太记得他的以前是
我也是，我今天亚子才跟我讲有这个公司。
因为我不知道，他去哪里找？在 OB 那。
在 B 里面就。你们都了吗？
Don't run too deep. Maybe you're both sing. 那我现在在用蓝的，不要转一下。哦，你很听话，就是干嘛？真的。
做书记真的。
你不是吃辣的吗？
那个我没有 H 在强辣的。
When I can give
还有 ，Oh my god！ 我看我的 company。
所谓展。
No, I mean
每次我去整个就到这门打开，每次都分开那个声音跟那个米。
我跟他也不是很乱。
就是你。哇哦！
哎，那个我，B，
我送个版，就大概猜一下。
如果可以得到的话，你可以在那个 IMBA
已经直接 copy， 没有做。你昨天也没有跟我说要做。我不知道，你不知道。我知道啊，我也不知道。现在做好。中有哪是中有没超累？你又整我，又没跟我做作业。是要。真的是有。
我买。
哎，我跟你讲，我在台中公园所以今天他是奥运
4月20号。
1点。用完了。还没有，就找不到
You guys understand, okay? I know that maybe his accent or the internet may not always reveal to us clearly what he's trying to say exactly. I can understand him for the most part. I don't know.
The rest of the connection is not so good.
Yeah, the connection sometimes he gets cut off, sometimes. But okay, so.
在那个美国的你可以用潘多拉，然后再就看到那个IMBA 19个。企业上。有一些啊，一些比较便宜啊，没有最早是那个中国在美国的美国人比较便宜。This one works.
Yeah, how come?
See if it's solid, then it works. If it's blinking, it doesn't work.
So how do you make it not blink?
I don't know.
You don't want. Okay, that one is solid over there too. So I think that one will work.
Hello. Awesome.
Hello?
That one is blinking, so it's not.
Maybe because you can only press one at a time, and they can make it like in line or something. Maybe we can only turn on one at a time.
If it's blinking, then it won't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, but mine was blinking in the beginning, and then it suddenly turned red. So maybe it goes by turn like whoever press it.
We're not recording now, are we?
Let me see.
Okay, let's stop it. So how do we stop it? From here?
Let me try. I know.
没晚也会。真的。